What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. This is your review for Love and Hip Hop New York season 10 episode 13. So this is gonna probably be kind of quick because this episode ain't really give me a lot. So we start off with Pressure down to the jewelry store. Papoose comes through and he buying a ring. Now listen, for somebody who owes somebody $60,000, 40, 50, whatever $1,000, you're doing a whole lot of spending. You done bought a house, you got this, you got that. Now you buying a new ring. Now he said that he's proposed to her, to Jen, before, and she got mad and threw the ring out the damn window. Let me tell you what she wouldn't be getting. Another one. So he said he's ready to propose and this, that, and the other. And Papoose was like, this is all well and good and everything, but have you come clean with her about everything? Like, does she know the real and all of that, but what's going on with you and the chicken? And he was like, well, nah, but basically he was like, nah, what she don't know won't hurt her. I'm managing the situation and I'm ready to get married, so And Papoose was like, that's probably not the best decision. But of course he ain't listened. He did what he wanted to do. Now I'm gonna go on and knock them out. Later on in the episode, we see that Jen meets up with old girl that he owes money to, and Jen got a whole document that she done written up talking about well, I don't really think he owes you this much money. He probably owes you closer to 30. And this is what we're going to be paying you. And this is how much we're going to be paying you a month. Now, mind you, everything she's trying to negotiate with old girl is not what old girl had negotiated with Fresher. Now, Jen is making it seem like her and Fresher had this conversation together, right? And they all know, they all know the whole situation and everything. And Fresher is like, I'm sorry. And old girl is like, that's not the conversation I had with Fresher. That's not what we agreed to. And you might, basically, old girl was like, you might want to go ahead and check with your man because this ain't what we talked about. This ain't, the whole situation that we didn't, worked out. We didn't work through. And so Jen is looking crazy. Let me tell you something. And I think this was said earlier on in this season. You never let somebody tell you about your man. Pressure, Fresher, whatever the boy's name is. You created a situation where this woman could tell your wife or soon-to-be wife something about you. By you not being honest with her about the fact that you already negotiated a deal with this chick made your woman look stupid. And that's exactly what Jen looked like. Jen looked real stubborn on something. Well, you're not going to get no money from me. You got to go through me if you want to get any money. You ain't going to get no money unless you come through me. And old girl was like, well, see, I was trying to save y'all some court fees and some lawyers' fees. But if that's how y'all want to carry it, cool. But this is not... Oh, sorry. But this is what we agreed to. This is not what he owed me. And so, you can have your paper back. This is what we're going to be doing. And so, of course, like I said, so Jen looked real stupid. So, then later on in the episode, he proposes to her, and she says yes. Okay. So, Jewels and Kimbella. Kimbella done made up with Jewels' brother. They trying to get this money. Jewels wrote a letter. He wanted everybody to come by the house so Kimbella could read the letter. And he writes this real heartfelt letter. At the beginning of the letter, it sounded like he could, and I'm not even saying this to be funny, like real talk. At the beginning of the letter, it sounded like he was suicidal. He was like, it's hard being away from me, and today is one of those hardest. I don't even know if I want to, go on. And I'm like, what? Excuse me, but then the letter went on to just basically talking about the new baby and how he's sorry he missed him being born. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Whew. Okay. How he missed him being born and he missed his first steps, blah blah blah. He's so sad and he's so upset. Whatever. But he'll be back this summer. Okay, great. Yeah. Then Later on in the episode, we see Chrissy and Jim And Chrissy's reminded Jim, now you said you was gonna do this latest track for Jewels, and Jim was like, of course, like, you know, enough said. Like I said, I'm gonna do it, like anything for Jewels, that's my brother, whatever we had, whatever little strife we had going on is gone. I'm here for him. And then we see them in the studio. He lays the track or whatever, and Kimbella's like, I'm glad that we all, at the end of the day, we all Dipset, and I'm glad that we all one big happy family again, and it's all love. It's all love. Okay. And Jimmy did not tell Chrissy that his mama got mad when she found out that Chrissy decorated that house, honey. Jimmy said that'll just be our little secret. Chrissy don't need to know that. But my thing is, Chrissy already knew. Chrissy knew that his mama was gonna have an issue, so you ain't stopping no show. Now Olivia and this money situation. So Yandy is sort of in the middle. Yandy, Olivia and Remy are out, and Yandy is like, look, I really wish that you and Rich could sit down and work this out because, Rich said he doesn't owe it. And, I went and talked to Rich and I was like, yo, Olivia wouldn't lie to me. I believe her. And Olivia was like, so what you trying to say? You don't believe me now? She was like, no, I do believe you. But what I'm saying is, I think both of y'all think that y'all are right. And I understand, and they do. I understood what Yandy was saying. They do. Both of them legitimately think that they're right. Now, who's right? I don't know. I don't have enough of that information. But both of them legit think that they are right. And then Olivia got mad at Yandy and was like, yeah, whatever, that don't even make no sense. Because I guess her thing is either you believe me or you don't. And at the end of the day, he owed me, Rich owes me this money. And she sort of snapped at Yandy or whatever. Yandy was like, all right, whatever. But I understand where Yandy's coming from. Like, I rock with you. I rock with Rich. I really wish I would work it out. And there's got to be like a happy medium that y'all can come to. But yeah, in y'all's mind, both of y'all think that y'all are correct. Like, that happens all the time. People have a difference of opinion. I think I'm right. You think you're right. Thus the argument. Now, Olivia says that she has proved that Rich made money off the record. I don't think that's in dispute. I think what's in dispute is whether you were entitled to any of that money. Because in Rich's mind, it's my record. I wrote it. I produced it. It's mine. You're the artist. You don't have no co-credit. You're not a co-executive producer. You didn't do none of this. You didn't lay no beats. It's my song. Now, I let you make money off of performing it. I never came after you for a cut of that money. But at the end of the day, understand that the record, whatever money that record made, it's my money. So Olivia seems to feel like that's not the case. In Rich's mind, that is the case. Again, I don't know if this comes down to understanding the music industry 101 or what. You know what I mean? Remy tried to break down, different things dealing with, how records are made and filling in the paperwork and making sure that the paperwork is laid right. But at the end of the day, I don't know who's telling the truth at this point. Shit, I don't know. But I'm tend to lean with Rich because usually when artists are disputing money that's owed to them, usually it goes back to the artist made a deal that was not beneficial to them. The artist, thought that they were entitled to more than what they were really entitled to. Now, if Olivia had co-writing credit or was like the executive producer of the song or whatever, that might be a little different. But if all you did was go in the booth and lay the track, I tend to think Rich might be right. Anyway, Joe Budden, Rich, and Papoose meet up, and they just talking about the situation with Joe and Sin meeting up, and they were like, yeah, y'all was looking real cozy at the baby shower, and Joe was like, they were like, yeah, that picture went viral. Joe was like, I sent the picture out. It's my picture. I know what it looks like. And so they were like, so what's going on? Are y'all back together or whatever? And basically he was like, at the end of the day, yes, it's a possibility. Are we back together now? No. Is it a possibility that we could get back together? Yes. And that's basically the best thing I got for that. So Remy and Papoose, she got that monkey off her back. They had the big concert at Radio City Music Hall for Big Pun, for Loud Records. We see her talking to the head of Loud Records and thanking him for all that he did for her. She said she was young when she signed with him. She didn't always understand or respect what he, where he was coming from. But now, fast forward, she looks back and she sees it for what it is. Thank you so much, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and then they showed her on stage and she was doing her thug thizzle. You know, I like Remy. I really do. I like Remy. Remy was looking good in that all white, baby. She looked good, honey. Um, Last but not least, okay, I think, did I get everybody? I think I knocked everybody out. Last but not least, Olivia meets up with that boy name? Shit. What's his name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Oh, God. Anyway, hold on, let me get this man name. Olivia meets up with him. Now, mind you, he's the one. Hold on, let me get his name. Cisco, child. I don't know how I remember Cisco. Anyway, so Cisco meets up with Olivia, and Cisco's like, yeah, so, Rich, Now, here's the thing. Okay, Olivia, I was really trying to work with you until I found out this timeline. And just like this shit with Kimbella and this fight and Yandy, we going back 10 years. You mad about something from 10 years ago. You ain't sued Rich. You ain't had a lawyer cease and desist. You haven't had nobody audit his records. But you 10 years later, you mad now. And what is it that you want? You want your money? I'm really confused. I'm thinking Cisco just called you last year or 2 years ago even and said, hey, did you know X, Y, and Z was going on? Cisco was like, I called you 10 years ago and told you this information. Well, first of all, Cisco said he don't remember. And do I think Cisco don't remember? No. I think Cisco knows exactly what he said, and I think he was on some shit when he said it, and he meant it. But fast forward, him and Rich ain't in that place no more, and he really just don't want no smoke. That's what I really feel it is. I believe he told Olivia that. You gaslighting her, got her in there looking crazy, looking like she just made this whole thing up. I believe 100% that's what you told Olivia. But now you're trying to make it seem like it's something different. And I feel bad for you, Olivia, from that point of view, because he playing you. But the flip side is, what the fuck you been waiting for? Like, if you're not going to talk to Rich to try to work it out, then that means that it's time for you to take some legal action. And if you're not going to take no legal action, then shut the fuck up. If you're not going to talk to Rich to try to resolve it, you're not going to take him to court to try to get your money, then shut up. Anyway, that's where we left it with, Caesar not Caesar, Lord. Cisco gaslighting her about the conversation that he claimed they never had when they really had that conversation. Olivia's not feeling it. She ready to go. She looking for, whenever they start calling for the producer, that's how you know. That's how you know they not playing. Let's go. So anyway, that's what that is, y'all. So y'all let me know what y'all think. Next week, Rich is going to join the conversation and we'll get to it, child. Anyway, let me know what y'all think. Drop it in them comments. Peace.